Tune it in.
Vibes.
Turn it up and rip off the knob.
Seriously.
One day I'll be going home to see His Majesty on His throne. I will walk the streets of home. Oh, Mama Africa, we're coming home. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mama Africa, we're coming home. The gates of hell will not prevail. When the Black Star Line has set us sail, and we'll be free from all these chains. Oh, ja. Oh, Mama Africa, we're coming home. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mama Africa, we're coming home. I say the people have been fighting and struggling. Oh, the people have been fighting and struggling. So we got to break these chains. Step on board the Zion train. Oh, Mama Africa, we're coming home. Oh, Mama Africa, we're coming home.
You're tuned to vibesfm.net. I am Sarah C, and today's special guest is a roots reggae band who have gone on record to say that some have been distracted and disillusioned by the hype-driven music of today, living fantasies that have been aimed solely at misleading them. So it was decided from their inception that they would take a path of playing positive and uplifting roots reggae. Pentateuch are here with us, and they're going to tell us all about their brand new debut album, The Genesis, and their journey so far. Gentlemen, welcome.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Now, what would be good to do is I've got two of the band members here today, is if you could introduce yourselves, tell us what you do in the band and how you came to be in the band. I'm going to start with you, Kevor.
Yeah, my name is Kevor Williams, and I am the lead singer for Pentateuch band. You know, this band, actually the band was started in college. And I mean, myself and Brady, we are two of the foundation members of Pentateuch band.
Okay, and Brady, what about you?
Yeah, I'm Brady Robinson. They call me Bradez, the drummer, background vocalist of Pentateuch band. Yeah, and as he said before, we actually started out at Edinburgh College. Yeah. And the other members, if you like to know, are Ayre and bass and background vocals, Andrade, Bowen and keyboards and background vocals, Garth, Forrester and guitars and background vocals.
Brilliant, thank you. Now let's talk about your musical mission. I mentioned it briefly in the introduction. It's actually in the part of the promotional press release from your new album, that it seems that you're trying to sort of fight the good fight almost for bringing back reggae music for what it originally was.
That's a part of it, but not the main focus. I mean, the main focus for us is that this is the experience in Jamaica, really. I mean, the lifestyle and what I as a Jamaican experience daily. You know, I mean, you go on the streets, you see children misbehaving, you see a lot of crime, people killing people, all of that. You understand? And the music has contributed to it a whole lot. You understand? We have a lot of young children getting pregnant and all of that. And the music, we saw where the music really contributed to that. And in the sense where a lot of young children also, you know, bleaching their skin and all of that. There's a whole lot of stuff happening, and we just decided that we're just gonna do music in a positive way to try and change that. You understand? I mean, some might say it's not achievable, but we achievable, but we do believe that good music can overcome anything, you understand? And if we want to make a change in this world and in this life, then we have to use our talent, and that's music, you know. It's just that we feel more comfortable with the root side of the music. So that's what we play.
You're tuned to Vibes FM and we're talking to Pentateuch.
Vibes FM. Vibes FM. Yeah, yeah. Vibes. Vibes FM. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mama, she a work, she a hustle, she a struggle down at Kingston. Papa, him a work, him a shub and cat down at Kingston. When gunshot a beat, man dead inna the streets down at Kingston. Some girls are skylarking a party rider shots down at Kingston. Yes, this is Pentateuch Band and you're tuning into Seriously and Vibes FM. Keep the fire burning. Right.
Tune it in. Vibes. Turn it up and rip off the knob.
Serious selection. Serious selection.
Ooh, yeah, 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 boy.
Vibes FM.
Mama, she a work, she a hustle, she a struggle down at Kingston. Papa, him a work, him a shub and car down at Kingston. When gunshot a beat, man dead inna the streets down at Kingston. Girls are skylarking a body ride the shots down at Kingston. Hey, Kingston City, oh man, it's hard to live. And it takes your everything, it has nothing to give. We working from 9 to 5 in nothing in order to stay alive. You have to hustle. So many people die living the Kingston life. Mama, she a work, she a hustle, she a struggle down at Kingston. Papa, him a work, him a shub and car down at Kingston. When gunshot a beat, man dead inna the streets down at Kingston. Girls are skylarking a body ride the shots down at Kingston.
You're tuned to Vibes FM and we're talking to Pentateuch. If we could just talk about how you became Pentateuch and where it derives from, what the word means.
Right. Pentateuch is the first 5 books of the Bible, really. And that's what we're about, you know. You read the first 5 books of the Bible, it's basic guidelines to life and survival and how man should live and treat their brother man, you know. And that's what we're about, you know.
Okay, and you learned that word where? Because it's actually a Greek word.
Yes, the first time I heard the word was in high school, in my religious education class. And my teacher, we did a study on it, you know, and it came to my memory and then I researched it. And actually, they changed the pronunciation from Pentateuch to Pentateuch, but we decided to go with the original pronunciation, which is Pentateuch. Yeah.
If we could talk perhaps about musical influences, foundation artists and perhaps some current day artists too, who would you say has been most inspiring for you?
Like back then and now?
Mm-hmm.
For us, I'd say, you know, like the Bob Marley, the Pentateuch, the Bonnie Wailer, the Sly and Robbie, the Burning Spears, and and of our time, of course, you know, we have the Raging Fire, you know, even they're same like maybe age group like us and stuff, but you know, we feed from each other. You know what I mean? Yeah, cause it's a movement. Yeah, so I would say, yeah, those right, yeah, for us really.
I actually added the bit about now as well because I was expecting you to say Raging Fire because it's rare to see a Raging Fire without a Pentateuch kind of around the same place, and I wonder if it's Edna Manley is something more than a music college, isn't it? It's almost like a network. There's loads of really great artists coming out of there. Yeah. Tell me a little about the Edna Manley experience.
Alright, we really have other bands apart from Raging Fire that came from Edna Manley, like C Sharp, I have Blueprint. Yeah, I have quite a few bands really, and most of the youngsters them playing for artists like you have Indignation band that plays for Protege. Yeah, from Ednaman. Ednaman is like a breeding ground for great musicians, really, you know. So we want to give Ednaman their props and thanks for how they have really molded us and who's coming from Ednaman also, you know. Yeah.
And so for people, I guess, that are looking for a career in music, Edna Manley almost seems like a must. It's almost like you should pass through.
Yeah.
What do they actually teach you there? Is it singing? Do you go and do like a whole cross-section of music and they teach you about the business?
At Edna Manley, it's a university. You learn everything there, you know. You learn how to play your instrument, you learn the business of music, you learn the theory of music. So you don't only learn how to play reggae music, you learn jazz, you learn classical music. You learn a whole variety of music, you know. So that's Edna Manley, really teach you everything.
So you pretty much come out in a degree of music and the business of.
And the business of music, everything.
Okay, brilliant. You're tuned to Vibes FM and we're reasoning with Pentateuch.
Vibes FM. Kicking. The class by itself, saying.
Lazy bones, get out of bed. Lazy bones, you're gonna go hungry for bread. I say you're always complaining about the system. Complaining you want to be a victim. Complaining. Get up! This is Pentateuch Band and you're listening to Sarah C and Vibes FM. Oh yeah!
Sarah Selection.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, lazy bones, get out of bed. Lazy bones, you're gonna go hungry for bread. Always complaining about the system. Complaining you want to be a victim. Complaining. Oh, if you don't plant the corn, then you will have no food. If the kids don't go to school, they'll take them for a food. And it's a lot of work, so you got to wake up real soon. For a good tradesman will never blame his tool. You got work to do. Wake up, got work to do. Hey, no time wasting, no procrastinating. It's getting late. You got to tie your legs. You got to sweep the place and get your house in order. You're gonna meet the master. Get ready now. If you don't plant the corn, then you will have no food. If the kids don't go to school, they'll take them for a food. And it's a lot of work, so you got to wake up real soon. And a good tradesman will never blame his tool. Hey, you got work to do.
You're tuned to Vibes FM and we're talking to Pentateuch. Now, we just played Lazy Bones and I tell you, it was hard for me to pick the song. Shall I play Lazy Bones? Shall I play Cancer Survivor? Or shall I play Unwritten? And all of them have something unique about them. Lazy Bones, because you put a message that we've all heard before in a new and unique way, and in such a way that you think you should have heard it before, and someone surely should have made that song before, but they haven't.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Lazy Bones.
Well, Lazy Bones came about. It's basically by experience.
You know this person, don't you?
Yeah, man. yeah. This song was basically written. I wrote this song based on my friends who always love to sleep. You understand? and that and a few other stuff, you know, a few other experience, you know. I mean, it just the fact that, I mean, the inspiration also came from people you meet on the street. You understand? You meet them on the street and these people are healthy, they're not sick, and they're just complaining. In the same breath, you have people who are dying and still working. You understand? So, yes, Jamaica is a tough place. Everywhere is hard to survive. You just have to get up and make that move. It makes no sense to sit down and complain to the system and the government and politics and politicians not doing this. What are you doing for yourself? So that's why I really wrote Lazy Bones.
And I think it's because everybody can relate to it that made you laugh. Right. Now it's making me laugh too.
Yeah.
But then there's some other really serious subject matter, like the cancer survivor song. Well, I'm guessing you know someone.
Yes, my cousin. I wrote that song for my cousin. Yeah, she died from cancer when she was 11 years old. And when she was dying on her deathbed, you know, she was very happy, you know. She was very happy. Not she wasn't worried, and she was saying, "I'm gonna be alright." You know, just like encouraging herself. She was more like encouraging me and my mother, because she is my father's niece, but my mom was close to her too, so we went to the hospital and looked for her and stuff. And she was like, "Guys, don't worry, I'll be alright." So I just kind of flipped the script and wrote the song to her, encouraging other people with cancer not to give up the fight, you know.
Okay, and I think we should mention that the royalties from this single are going
to Jamaica Cancer Society. Yeah.
Okay, and the other song that's a bit unique, and I'm going to ask you this one, is Unwritten, because every other track on the album has the group playing all the musical instruments, and then Unwritten you got sort of Chinna Smith, Dean Fraser, and some other people. Why?
Well, just have like some legends and you know, with greatness, you know what I mean, and we feel very, it's like a jive of a person like Uncle Chinna to be playing on our album.
Truly.
You understand? And we give him enough thanks for that, because he's a legend in the music industry, really. Yeah, man. And that track actually was done on his veranda, actually. Yeah, right, right? Yeah, on his veranda, yeah. Right on his veranda, everything on one time on his veranda. Yeah, he played all the guitars on the track. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Speaking of great people, how did you get to work with Computer Paul? Because you're obviously signed now to Bootcamp, which is Computer Paul's label. How did you get there?
Well, we were still in college when we met Computer Paul, you know. We released Kingston and Blackface. Those were the first two songs that we released as Pentateuch. We released those two songs and Computer Paul heard Blackface and he got excited, I was told. And a friend of mine said to me, "Hey, you know, I was at the studio and the producer was going crazy over your music, he loved the song." And I mean, we were there, we never really have any direction as how we're gonna really enter into this music industry, you know, after college. So I called him up, talked to him, he said we should meet, and the chemistry just clicked from there, you know. He's one of the greatest person I've ever met. He's really, really a great producer, legend, and his personality is just amazing. So I have to give thanks.
That's right, he is one of the nicest guys, but he's also seriously perfectionist.
Yes, he's a perfectionist.
Lord, if you don't do it properly, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, man.
And you also get to work at Jack Radix, I know, is doing some work from them, and Jack Radix helped co-write one of the...
Yes, Time Bomb, Uncle Jack Radix, enough respect. That man, he's like, to me, that man has given me so much advice in his words. I mean, you can just be talking to him and he will just jokingly say something, and it is very, very, very important. You know, you'll never know how important it is until the day when you're really in the situation. Like, you know, Uncle Jack said that. He's a man of many words, wisdom. Great, enough respect.
And as I also look through the credits for the album, I see Rico Rodriguez. How did that happen?
Well, that's actually Struggles of Africa. The track actually did over a track that he did Yeah, and we put the words to it. Yeah, words to the song, cause it was only a rhythm basically. Yeah, got it from a friend, Namba Robinson.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Legend. He played the horns on that song. Yeah, trombone, Namba Robinson. He's a great man.
From Sly and Robbie.
Yeah, from Sly and Robbie days. Yeah, man.
Used to use the trumpeter and Sly and Robbie band back then.
Trombone,
yeah. Namba Robinson used to play trombone with Sly and Robbie back then, you know.
He played horns on that track.
Okay, and as I look through the credits, it's like you wrote everything else.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Now, let's talk about airplay. You've actually been getting some crazy airplay in Jamaica. A friend of mine earlier was just saying how Blackface, you hear it every single morning on the radio. How must that make you feel?
I mean, it's a good feeling, you know, because, I mean, to know that you put in the work, and it's not just to say that you want to hear your song play because, I mean, but it's just the fact that people really get the message, you know, that's a joy, you know. And to, I mean, one of the greatest thing, somebody sent me a video the other day with some little children, babies, singing Blackface, and that just captured my heart because, you know, that's what I believe, you know, teach your children, you understand, because they are the future, so help teach them to love themselves, you know, and that's the way to go.
Yeah, that's definitely a great start. You're tuned to Vibes FM, and we're talking to Pentateuch.
Vibes FM. Vibes FM. Yeah, yeah. Vibes. Vibes FM. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Vibes FM.
Oh my God.
I'm from the black race. You see my black face, yeah. There is no disgrace, 'cause I am black, yes, yes. This is Pentateuch, and you're listening to Sarah C and Vibes FM. Keep the vibes sane.
Yeah, rise it up, rise it up, rise it up, rise it up. Yeah.
You're tuned to Vibes FM, and we're talking to Pentateuch about the new album, The Genesis. It's out now in your local record shops and at your favourite online retailer. Now, we touched on it earlier, you're famous for your live performances. Everyone says crazy energy on stage. What's the secret?
There's no real secret, you know. I mean, for us, and well, for myself, I can say that, you know, when you believe in something and you're doing it with all your heart, then it becomes second nature. You lose yourself. And every time I go on stage, it's never yet about me, and it's never yet about Pentateuch Band. It's all about the message that we have to say to the world and say to the people. We have this belief that at every show all we need is one somebody to get the message, just one to be touched, and then our work is accomplished, you know. So I mean, sometimes you lose yourself in the music, and that's it. That's the highest level of music, when you lose yourself, you know, because you're doing it from the heart. You're not doing it to get a forward, so to speak, or to people put up their hand and reel up, because that's not what we're about. You understand? We're about people getting the message, people actually leaving the show and improving their lives. So that's what we're about, really.
Okay, so sort of more inspiration than appreciation, I guess.
Yes.
Now, what about future plans and projects? What comes next? Touring to promote the album?
Yes. We're actually in the process of planning a European tour. As soon as the details are finalized, and that we'll definitely let you know. So yeah, we are planning that, and we are still, you know, creating music, you know, so people can hear new stuff coming from Pentateuch real soon. And we're just creating music, you know, and trying to reach out to people as much as we can.
Okay. So if people are looking to find out more about you and about your music, is there a website? Is it a boot camp, something? Where should they look?
You can find us on Twitter at Pentateuch Band. That's on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. Yeah, that's basically. You can email us at pentateuchband@gmail.com. Yeah. Yeah.
And our website is also up and running too. You know, so I mean.
And the website is pentateuch.com?
Yes, pentateuch.com.
And it's at this point that we have to kind of go back to school and do a quick spelling lesson, because not everybody, including me, is brilliant at spelling. So let's just spell Pentateuch for the people.
That's PENTATEUCH.
All right. So no excuse, Google must find it. Gentlemen, it has been so kind of you to take time out to talk to us here at Vibes FM today. I really appreciate it. Before I let you go, do you have a message for your fans?
The message that we have for everybody in the world who is listening right now is basically live in love. In everything you do, try to do it with love. You understand? If it's correction, correct with love. You know, anything that you do in life, make sure love is there at the end of the day. Yeah.
Brilliant. The new album, The Genesis, is out now at your local record shop and at your favorite online retailer.
Vibes FM, promoting positive reggae music.
Tick, tick, tock, tock, ticking away.
Zero, fire!
Earth is ticking like a time bomb. So easy I'll be till the time has come. Mankind ticking like a time bomb. So we sat a massacre till the time has come. Jah willing, this could happen in the morning. Some careless Ethiopians got to run. Jah willing, this could take a next millennium. The words of the prophet never done. It's a lamentation, oh Jah. Words of His Majesty. Proclamation, oh, it's in Revelation. Word is ticking like a time bomb. So easy I'll be till the time has come. Mankind ticking like a time bomb. So Satan must have gone till the time has come. I'm singing and I hope that you are listening. Still a lot of work left to be done. Hands and hearts in full humility, just like the Father, blessed Son. And it's a lamentation, oh Jah. Words of His Majesty. Proclamation, oh Jah. It's in Revelation. Oh, earth is ticking like a time bomb. So easy I'll be till the time has come. Mankind ticking like a time bomb. So Satan must have gone till the time has come. Earth is ticking like a time bomb. So easy I'll be till the time has come. Mankind ticking like a time bomb. So Satan